Good afternoon and welcome to Middle East AI News Live Thursday Deep Dive. 𝗟𝗓𝗡 𝗂𝗓. This is my weekly Thursday Deep Dive show where we get to talk to great guests from around the region to discuss big trends, announcements, investments, and goings on in the AI world. And you can listen to this every week at 12 noon KSA, 1 p.m. UAE, Thursdays. This is now my third show of the season. So welcome to my third show. Thanks very much for joining. If you want to find more details about this, you can, of course, check the website, which includes details of all upcoming shows, www.middleeastainews.com. That also includes information on our newsletters and daily news minute podcast, which is a 60 to 90 second podcast that goes out every morning at 6 a.m. And so you can view and subscribe via www.middleeastainews.com. And we've got a great show for you today. We're going to be talking about chief AI officers and a new program that has been launched by the Academy, the AI Academy in Abu Dhabi. We've got a lot to cover, and I'll be telling you more about that in a few minutes. This is as I mentioned, my third show in video format. This is currently being broadcast on LinkedIn and on YouTube. And I'm still getting used to it, so there we are. I'm going to try and take some questions during today's program. Still wrestling with the controls, so please do send a message or raise your hand, but also bear with me if I don't bring you on straight away. So let me tell you about what we've got lined up for today. We're going to be talking about a new executive program that was launched last week by the AI Academy. The AI Academy is a joint initiative that was launched by Polynome Group and by Abu Dhabi School of Business, Abu Dhabi School of Management in Abu Dhabi. And this was launched, I think, at the Dubai AI Week in April. And last week, they announced their first program, which is the CAIO program, the executive program for chief AI officers. And so we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about what is a CAIO, what do chief AI officers actually do? Why do we need them? Is it a technical role? Is it an HR role? Is it a strategy role? What is it? And the answer, of course, is a little bit of all of those. And we're also going to be talking about the offering that the AI Academy has in Abu Dhabi, that joint initiative, and also Polynome AI Academy. And to do that, I've invited the new managing director of Polynome AI Academy, Dr. 𝗗𝗓𝗡 𝗵, who was actually on a show last year. So very pleased to have him back. If you just joined, you're watching Thursday Deep Dive, my weekly show on big trends, announcements, investments in the Middle East. And you can always find details about this on middleeastainews.com. Middle East AI News, of course, is a media platform that focuses on AI news from across the Middle East, including enterprise news, R&D, new models, education and training, and then those related items like autonomous vehicles and smart cities and all those good things. And you'll find more details on the website, www.middleeastainews.com. Fine then. So let's just talk a little bit about CAIOs, which is a relatively new term that's only really been around the last few years. And of course, last year, the UAE government mandated that every government entity should have a CAIO. And sorry, just one moment. Let's slight technical thing I need to look at. Oh, was I on mute the whole time?
Yes, yeah, Carrington. Everyone is asking for the audio. Just a lot of messages came.
Yeah, yeah, okay. There's a technical issue that.
Yeah, I think everyone is hearing you now.
Fine then. Then I'll be very, since everybody's already here, I'll be very short with my introduction. So I apologize for the technical hitch. Welcome to Middle East AI News Live. 𝗓𝗓 𝗓𝗓. This is my Thursday deep dive show that brings together experts from around the region to talk about new news, trends, investments. And today we're very fortunate to have Dr. 𝗂𝗑𝗏 from Polynome AI Academy to talk about the CIAO, new CIAO program that was launched last week. And I just gave you a little introduction to Dr. Ahmed, but of course you didn't hear that. So I don't want to make him blush, but I'll just touch on the key points there again. He's a highly experienced executive with 30 years in technology and education, and until recently was the director of the 𝗵𝗺𝗻𝗺 𝗔𝗵𝗺 University for Artificial Intelligence Executive Program, which he developed and launched and also ran until last year. And these days he's managing director of Polynome AI Academy. And the reason we're talking today is in April in Dubai AI Week. The Polynome AI Academy launched an initiative with Abu Dhabi School of Management, which is the AI Academy. And then last week, the AI Academy announced its first program, which is the executive program for chief AI officers. And so that's the main topic of our conversation today. But also I should tell you that Dr. Ahmed is author of many technology papers, particularly on one I remember is intellectual property. He's also helped to launch the UAE Educational Cloud Initiative. He was on Thursday Deep Dive show last year. So welcome back.
Welcome. Thank you very much. Thank you, Carrington, and thank you for having me with you.
So perhaps to start with, let's just sort of recap very briefly how you got here, because I think many people know you from the 𝗵𝗺𝗻𝗺 𝗔𝗵𝗺 the University of Artificial Intelligence, your role there with the executive program. And so let's just sort of put that as a placeholder so everybody knows a little bit more about that.
Okay, for the past 5 years, I served the 𝗵𝗺𝗻𝗺 𝗔𝗵𝗺 University of Artificial Intelligence and creating the Professional Services Department to provide professional training programs to the community in UAE. Despite the research and education of 𝗵𝗺𝗻𝗺 𝗔𝗵𝗺 University first role, I think joining the community and offering the state-of-the-art training programs, it was a must. And 5 years ago, when we ran a survey in certain government entities, we have seen a big gap from the leaders on knowing the fundamentals of AI and how to run an AI as an ecosystem in their entities. And from that level that we introduced AI for leadership as training program for the leaders. And after it came up to the next level is to provide executive program for the leaders in all C-levels from government, federal and local entities, and from the corporate as well for the 𝗵𝗺𝗍 AI executive program. And we ran more than 5 cohorts and graduated more than 236 top leaders in UAE. And also that we joined globally some participants last year to that program. But this was really the target of all type of leaders, but nobody addressed the chief AI officer. Thanks to the AI office who in UAE, who ran a training program for chief AI officer in collaboration with Birmingham University, I think a few months ago. But as an executive program and to be condensed on 2 weeks, because the time and the value of the chief AI officers and entities is very valuable. And I think it brings them in 10 full days and give them the full ecosystem feasibility of a chief AI officer. It's a must. And that's why it was our first decision is to design a very prominent executive program for chief AI officers.
Fantastic. So look forward to diving into that and exploring that and getting your insights on how that works. So now you're the managing director of Polynome AI Academy.
Yes.
And Polynome, of course, is an IT consulting group. It's the organizers of the excellent Machines Can See summit every year. And last one took place at during the Dubai AI Week. And now this is a new venture from Polynome called Polynome AI Academy. So can you just explain to us about the Polynome AI Academy, and then how is that different from the AI Academy that is published in the program?
Yes, Polynome Group is an AI company based in Dubai, and working in events like organizing big events like the Machines Can See from the last 3 years. And they have a mandate also to accelerate the development of certain computer vision applications in government entities and other corporates. And they are doing a great job in having state-of-the-art AI applications in the region, I think here for computer vision and for large language model as well. And the mandate of the Polynome Group is also to educate the community. And that's why they created a division is called Polynome AI Academy. And the first thing that we have done is we did a partnership with the state-of-the-art Abu Dhabi School of Management, which they have already academic degrees in business analytics. They have a master's degree and a lot of demand on that level. And now they are creating a new PhD program in AI management, and it will be accredited soon and to be proposed to the community by next year. Having a partnership with Abu Dhabi School of Management, with the Polynome, I think it is an excellent synergy here to complete the picture of business and AI addressed to leaders. And here, the first thing we have done that's also that we have seen in the market, what's the gap here in the workforce or in the talents of AI. And we have seen that preparing the chief AI officers or the future chief AI officers, it's a mandate from both sides in this case to do it. And that's why we started for that. But despite executive program for chief AI officers, we have other programs. We have professional training programs addressed to entities, which is a training program for generative AI for non-technical leaders.
This is Polynome, right?
And this is Polynome and also with ADSM.
Okay.
Yes, and we have categories like professional training programs for entity, for leaders, also for specifically for entities, as well as for the whole employees, like the workforce of the entities to upskill their level from generative AI and also from AI. And we have our category for the technical people. We have a lot of computer scientists that would like to be an AI engineers. But how to do this one? In this case, we have also technical program, deep technical program for the future AI engineers that we are proposing. Adding to this one, we will have like this one webinars. We are inviting like key persons working on AI and talking about very niche topics, I think, in AI, and we'll do it regularly, I think, bi-weekly or bi-monthly. Cool. The aim of this one is to strengthen the AI community in UAE and abroad as well. And we are doing well that we are visible now in the GCC and also in certain countries. And we received already applications for the chief AI. We'll talk about this from other countries to participate and to come to UAE to attend the chief AI officer program.
Excellent. So it might be useful and interesting to talk about what a CAIO actually is. And from my point of view, this is really work in progress. We know a lot of things that a CIO should do today, but new things, keep getting added. And also, it's a challenge for employers because they're not going to look at somebody's CV and see they've been a CIO for the last 5 years or 10 years, are they?
I think this is an excellent question. And this question is asked everywhere in the world, even in Silicon Valley. This is still, they are saying, what's the right job description of Chief AI Officer? You have two schools. You have the school where they say the Chief AI Officer should be graduated AI for a PhD or master degree, and he can run the projects. And the other school says, no, we don't need a technical AI person to drive the strategy of an institution and to build the ecosystem of AI, which I am with the second school. I think here the Chief AI Officer, he can be someone coming from technical background, like IT director, of chief data officer, of chief technology officer, of chief information officer, chief cybersecurity officer, and he can be a Chief AI Officer. He has the technical background on digital transformation, but with the knowledge he will learn from the Chief AI Officer executive program, he will become a prominent role, I think, to be a Chief AI Officer. Now, the other thing that we have Chief Strategy Officer, we have a Chief Innovation Officer. They are also excellent candidates to be Chief AI Officers. But we need really to give them the right tools. We have to give them the right knowledge and to give them the right perspective how to build an AI ecosystem or an AI strategy.
Yeah, all very good points. And this is these challenges are ongoing. These are new things that a lot of large organizations are dealing with. I don't even think there's a sort of broad awareness of from candidates on what the career path and development is for a CIAO either. In your mind, and according to the context you developed this program with, what are the responsibilities of a Chief AI Officer?
The first responsibility of the Chief AI Officer is to draw the vision and the mission, as well as the strategic objectives of an entity towards an AI solutions. Okay. To do this one, he has to be like a visionary person to see for the next 10 years how his entity will become an AI native entity. How to do this one? First of all, they have to look at the background of the workforce they have. Second one, what are the core business of the entities that they can be adapted to be an AI native solutions, as well as here, this is to drive the different divisions towards an AI productivity, as well as the AI adoption in their current work. Having said that we have a lot of tools now that to do it in project management of AI and human resources and org chart of AI, where we can use AI agent or agentic AI that they can help to do this, okay? Now, the Chief AI Officer now, he has the mandate of full successful AI solutions in the entity and to measure properly the return of investment of these AI solutions towards a big profitability of the entity. Either it can be corporate or it's a government entity. Both, they have to have the same vision of the Chief AI Officer role.
So this really covers strategy and alignment, technology, people, compliance. It's a very multifaceted role.
Exactly. That's why I said AI ecosystem. I think the world AI ecosystem, the Chief AI Officer, he has to master the full AI ecosystem, starting from knowing the fundamentals of AI. Second, this is knowing how to drive the strategy or to draw the strategy first, and how to drive the strategy, how to drive the mega projects as projects from project management with the usage of agile methodologies on project management. He has to know the ethics and the responsible AI in all aspects of the implementation of AI solutions in the entities also. And he has to guarantee the privacy and the integrity of all data used in this AI solution. This is very important, that he has to have the full-fledged vision of all AI aspects of an entity. as well as that he has to know for example, the AI technologies. What are the trends of AI technologies? He has to know how to test them, or the team how to test them, to give him like go or no go of this AI solution. And also the AI infrastructure. I think actually we are talking a lot about sovereign AI. The chief AI officer, he has to explore what does it mean sovereign AI in his entity, and what are the data to be shared or not shared, what the data to be on the cloud or not. If my solution needs CPUs or GPUs, really in a nutshell. And after he can address this to the technical teams or to the right person in the entity to explore more or to investigate.
So how then do you structure a course? And maybe we should just touch on who is this executive program aimed at? It's aimed at existing CAIOs or new ones, or both, and also is this aimed at people who are not going to be a CAIO but they want to have some of those skills?
I think the first address is to the current and the appointed chief AI officers. In Dubai and in certain federal, they already assigned chief AI officers. But in Abu Dhabi, for example, or in other Emirates, they don't use heavily the word chief AI officer in entity, but you use it as a cluster of role in different entities. Okay. The role is to first address the actual chief AI officer, to give them the right tools, as well as to address it to the prominent future chief AI officer. We are helping people to be positioned to the role of the chief AI officer, like an IT director, or like a chief technology officer, or like chief information officer. They are very well suitable to be part of this program, I think, and to have a strong position this to be the chief AI officer in the entity.
So how then is this program structured? You mentioned it's a 2-week program.
Yeah. It is a 2-week intensive program. I think any participant accepted to this program, he has to give a mandate of 2 full weeks participating in this program, starting from November 16 to November 28th. I think this time is a very important that we designed this time to be there. This is to be out of GITEX and the burden of having a lot of crowd here in the road of technology, and having this people can concentrate on 10 days to come to Abu Dhabi, to the Abu Dhabi School of Management, and also to other sites that were running this chapters, and to communicate with others and to network with the other participant, and also to be part of the community with the selection of very important instructors that we have for each chapter. And each chapter, it has different topics. Each topic has dedicated instructor. The instructors are coming from top universities from the world, as well as in the UAE, and also from other corporates which are prominent players of AI application and development in UAE and abroad. We'll start, I think, the 10 days with the first day is what's chief AI officer? What's the right role of the chief AI officer? And here we'll go with some exercises and with some workshops on that level, and what are the challenges of the chief AI officer. And after we go to the fundamental of AI to give them the right definitions and terminologies of different technologies of AI, like computer vision, robotics, agentic AI, machine learning, deep learning, as well as that natural language processing and robotics and autonomous vehicles. When they have this strength of knowledge on AI from the mouth of the gurus of AI technologies, here they will have a clear perspective about what's the technologies nowadays and what should be the future of technologies. Like one year ago, for example, nobody talked about agentic AI. With the evolution of large language model and with the small language model. Now we become also to talk a lot about agentic AI and AI agents, which can be heavily used nowadays. But what the future? We are talking now, actually, the future is physical AI. What's physical AI? Everything will be disseminated to them in the right way with a lot of use cases and applications. And after, we will accelerate this one to have the AI technologies, data management as well. Data management, it will be a very essential chapter here. We will talk about the data strategy and data management. As a chief AI officer should be aware about the data location, data categorization, labeling, and all aspects of data and data roles. Like, for example, what the distinguish between data analyst and data scientist, where we will put data analysts in which application and data scientists in which application, what the role of the technology like IT division here on that role to answer the need of the data management and AI application. And after, we'll go with the infrastructure. The AI infrastructure and the sovereign AI, will talk a lot about GPUs, CPUs, storage, cloud, on-prem, and hybrid cloud. This will talk about this heavily. And after, we'll go to the project management, how a chief AI officer will manage properly different projects, programs, also program management of the entities, what are the right methodologies, and what are the right AI tools to help the chief AI officer to succeed properly his project in the institution and to measure the return of investment of each project. And after, we'll go to the organization of the AI ecosystem in the institution. Is it a division to be separated from the technology, or it's something that we can work together in a seamless way and to have shared roles? And this is everything will be really disseminated on that role, and will give the best practices of the right org chart of an AI and the capacity. And now with the AI agent, the chief AI officer can evaluate if the human capabilities in this role is much suitable than the AI agent. In this case, he can also choose either I use in that role in the org chart as an AI agent or as a human capable to have the right competences and to do the right job. Here, will have the measurement of his budget and his finance and the impact of human resources and the impact of the tools. Okay, and after, we'll go to the responsible AI. Now, the responsible AI is in a very critical chapter here. We are putting really a lot of efforts on that and bringing the right person worldwide to talk about this one. We'll talk about this topic from the privacy, from the responsible AI, the ethics, the bias also, and how to be like locally adapted and to have the local context of any AI application. And here, the beauty of this one, that we will do it also in collaboration with the UAE Cybersecurity Council, where we will visit them and to have like a site visit to see this is how the cybersecurity is using AI to protect against the threats and against any attacks in the country. And this will be a great roadshow here, this to see in reality how AI is beneficial for that and what are the private things that we can do on that level. And after, we'll go and talking about physical AI and smart cities as well. This is a very important use case that we will bring on the table. And after, we will also present to the chief AI officers the advancement of the AI strategy implementation in UAE, what was achieved and what's remaining. And here, the role of chief AI officer to know, I think here, the contribution of his entity and as well as on the national level and the global level to position UAE or other countries in the forefront of AI readiness worldwide. One important topic here I would like to talk about it is that the AI, it's not replacing human being. I think here is also talking about from machine learning to the AGI or the artificial general intelligence is very important that people should know that AI will never replace human being, but also the AI can enhance the productivity also, and the right it's the right tool, I think, to work in daily life here to have better solutions and better information from these tools.
Great. That is a huge amount of information. So this is a 2-week course, and it's 5 days a week?
Yes, it is 5 days a week, yeah.
And is that an 8-hour day, or is that a 24-hour day?
It starts from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. I think this course is not only a master class. We have master class course, but we have networking activities. We have like roundtable dinners, and we'll have site visits to prominent AI players in the country. I cannot disseminate the names, but we need confirmation. First, I talked about the UAE Cybersecurity Council, thanks to Dr. 𝗵𝗵 𝗘𝗀𝗘 and being part of this, but also we are waiting for other confirmation. In this case, we have a prominent AI players which will be part of this program.
Great. And this is the only program of its kind in the UAE and I think the region.
In the region, yes, exactly. As an executive program for Chief AI Officer, is the first of its kind, I think, on that level, on this condensed and accelerated way in the region as well.
And you already have some interest, I believe, from outside the UAE. So the message has got out.
Yes, the message got out massively, I think, to the GCC and to certain countries. And the good news, Carrington, that we receive certain applications from Qatar and from Saudi Arabia and from Oman as well. And they are very, very interested to be part of this program.
Brilliant, brilliant. And so this is going to be the first of a number of courses that are going to help organizations embrace, adopt, and implement AI.
Yes, yes, exactly. I think this is a good thing for the decision makers of any entity, is to see this is what are the decisions to be made to appoint a chief AI officer, and what are the mandates of a chief AI officer to be part of the ecosystem of the entity, and how to measure the right return of investment of an AI application or native AI entity as well. It's a crucial role. It's not an easy role. I think here this is, if you remember 10 years ago, we talked about innovation strategy in UAE. And it started also, this is how to appoint the right chief innovation officer. And it was a big debate on that level. We are doing exactly the same way now. Now we are talking about the chief AI officer, despite being an innovation officer, could be strategic officer, or it could be a technology officer. But like, for example, if a director general of an entity, government entity, or the CEO of a company, this program is not for them. I think this program is for the people in their entity to be nominated to be the prominent chief AI officer. In the future, we'll propose more programs for the top leaders, I think, here to help them in understanding the right way of the AI for leadership as well.
Right, right. Yeah, I think it's a good analogy with the innovation officer, because that would, yeah, as you rightly say, is that took some time to figure out, and now we're at a similar position with chief AI officer.
Yes.
So this is available today, isn't it? The program starts next month?
The program will start on November 16th. Okay, the application is online, is live, and we are receiving every day. We are receiving applications from around the world, and soon we will start doing the selection. We are very tough in selection. I think not any application can be accepted, and we are really analyzing the CVs and the profile of each candidate to be suitable as an participant to this program. At the end, I think we have a mandate. We have limited seats for this program. We cannot accommodate all needs. And I hope that the selection will be very fair with everyone here, and we'll send them confirmation to be part of this program. And the deadline of the application. I think we have the early bird. This is a good news. The early bird of the application is before 25th of September, and you will get a 10% discount on the full fees of the participation. But after 25th until October 15, during GITEX, we'll close the application here. And here, this is people will pay full amount for that program.
Sounds fantastic. And so you've been obviously talking to many people about this over the past few months and particularly the last week or so. What's the feedback from the market that you've heard so far?
We received quite very interesting feedback from people. They are very enthusiastic about the initiative. I think they see the value, the way how we are presenting it. The detail of the program, I think here, I disclosed this for the first time here. This is for the people here live with us to know and to learn more about the program. But this is a very impressive program from the type of the instructor that we are bringing. We have great names worldwide. I think the big players, I think in all aspects of the AI ecosystem, they will come in person to Abu Dhabi and to give the master classes, as well as for the companies. We have companies based in UAE, and we have companies worldwide. We are bringing the top leaders of these companies to give the best of their knowledge and competency in AI. And we will have labs. I think here we have a certain labs in the afternoon, and we have capstone project during the program where the chief AI officer, they could be an excellent person to evaluate certain challenges and to come with right solutions, not technical solutions. I'm talking about business wise solution. And here the solution will help them in managing the project or defining the right projects and giving the right tools to these projects.
Great. I'm going to ask if anybody has any questions, and I'll try and manage that the best way I can. In the meantime, Dr. Ahmed, you mentioned capstone projects. I think that's quite important and interesting for potential applicants for this. Could you talk a bit more about what that capstone project would entail, and and how that works?
Okay, as they are all like top candidates, I think they should have like kind of a visionary or a strategic thinking about what are the challenges that we are facing, either in their entities or national-wise or globally. Okay, and here they will discuss about what is the suitable project they would like to work on it during the 10 days. And here in the afternoon, this is after the master classes and all labs done. In this case, they will have like kind of 1-2 hours working in a group together, in this case, to define the right challenge. Like, for example, food security in UAE is one of the challenges. And actually, we are talking a lot about it. We have projects ongoing for the AI support for food security, and we have for the weather forecasting. We have for the oil and gas, from sustainability, healthcare, education. We have a lot of topics. I think here that we can identify national challenges or local challenges or entity challenges that this chief AI officer or the participant can work together to come up with the right solutions. We will give them the right tools. I think they have the full freedom to use large language model, ChatGPT, or anything to generate ideas and to come up with a kind of an idea mapping, and after they can generate a very nice documentation. And here, and also to pitch it the last day before the graduation, we'll ask them to pitch it in front of prominent leaders in the country here to listen carefully about their proposal, and maybe for some companies or investors, also this to be part of this judging committee, and could be a kind of a future investment in certain projects. One thing, Carrington, I forget to mention, that the chief AI officer should not work only inside the entity. He has to have the broader mind, work out of the box, and also to see are surrounding. In this case, also we will educate them about the investment and who are the investors that to support this AI strategies and the AI initiatives, as well as that from the investment and how to create a startup. I think monetizing AI strategy is very important for any entity, even for the government entity. Maybe a project, big mega project they are running inside the entity, it could be an excellent solution to be a startup. And here this startup will create like a momentum as I think here consolidating the triple helix government, industry, and academia, it is part of also the role of the Chief AI Officer to look at it from the AI perspective.
Yeah, the view of the ecosystem, engagement with the ecosystem is also very important. Yeah,
exactly.
So once again, we're going to round off shortly. So if anybody watching has any questions to Dr. Ahmed, then please fire away. I'll try and take those, manage those.
I see one question saying, I am from outside UAE. I think you are most welcome to come to UAE, to come to Abu Dhabi. Your presence, I think, will be very valuable to you and to us, and also to strengthen your network and relationship with other participants and with the instructors, as well as to see this is the UAE is having prominent projects ongoing. I think here we will put the light a little bit on that. We'll do site visit to these entities, and this is an excellent here acquiring of information about what's happening in UAE, why the UAE is positioned as one of the top 5 AI implementer in the world or AI investor in the world. And this is not coming from nowhere. I think we have a lot of solutions, a lot of companies are working heavily, and the government entities as well, they are working also towards an AI strategy.
Absolutely. Are there future programs planned? Is this something that you'll do every year, or you might do more frequently? Is that still in discussion? We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, I think as a flagship project, we will keep it like once a year here to make momentum, but we will create other programs. As I said, we have ongoing professional training programs and webinars as well. And here to strengthen the community and also to upskill the workforce in entities. And this is kind of every day we are doing this one. But for the executive program or the flagship, I think Chief AI Officer will be proposed yearly basis at the same time, as well as that we will have other executive program that we are designing actually that they will be great for the top leaders as well that will be proposed for next year.
Interesting. I've got another question for you. Will this course provide the tools and the knowledge to help CAIOs quantify the benefit of implementing AI in the organization? Which is quite a good point, because there's a lot of AI that is talked about, but when you attempt to implement it in an organization, it obviously involves cost, it involves people, it involves planning, it involves a huge effort, and that all needs to be justified. So does this include the tools and the knowledge to help CIOs approach this and justify what they're doing?
Definitely. I think I repeated several times talking about return of investment. Chief AI Officer is the right person to measure the right return of investment to any project of AI implemented at the entity. And talking about return of investment is 3 letters, but ROI. But the work to be done to measure this in a proper way, it's a lot of work. This a full visibility of AI ecosystem, the full visibility of the capability of the entity in doing this one, the feasibility as well of the data availability of this entity and the infrastructure available to do this, and also the partners that we are dealing to also implement the AI together. I think AI cannot be in silo at all. The Chief AI Officer is not a kind of an human resource role. No, this is more strategic role to an entity.
I had another question about the program itself and the AI Academy. Is this a government owned or sponsored program? What's the relationship with the UAE government on this?
Okay, the AI Academy is the partnership between Abu Dhabi School of Management, which is, I think, a subsidiary of Abu Dhabi Chamber of Commerce, and the Polynome Group, which is an AI company based in Dubai. Okay.
Right.
You can say it's not a government entity, but this is an entity or a partnership to help government and to work closely with government.
So it's a sort of public-private partnership for this initiative.
Exactly, is a PPP. Exactly.
And I think with AI being a very fast-moving technology, this is the only way to go, really. This is the best combination.
Exactly.
Great. If there's no more questions, I don't think there are. Dr. Ahmed, thank you so much for joining us today, and apologize for the sound problem earlier. Good luck with the executive program for Chief AI Officers.
Thank you very much, Carrington. Thank you for this awareness. We need it. And I think you will see me in other channels as well. We are very keen in disseminating this role from amongst the community, and we would love to hear from everyone and to receive the right applications from the right talents to be part of this program. This program is very important, I think, to give a big value to the Chief AI Officer role, not only in UAE, but for the region and even globally.
And you have lots of other programs planned. So maybe we'll have you back one day to talk about some of those.
Exactly. With big pleasure, Carrington.
Great. Thanks very much for joining Thursday Deep Dive, second year in a row, and look forward to bringing you back one day and talk about new programs.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Carrington.
Okay.
And thanks. See you soon.
And thank you for joining us today. And once again, apologies for the sound problem we had earlier. It's a long story, but it was unavoidable. You're listening to the Thursday Deep Dive show, Middle East AI News Live. This is my live show every Thursday, 12 noon KSA, 1 p.m. UAE, where we bring in experts from business, technology, and government to talk about the big news and trends in the region, big investments and projects. And so this will be back in future weeks. However, I have to tell you, next week, there's been a change of plan. I'm very pleased to announce that next week is the Presight Presents AI Week. And Presight which is a sponsor of Middle East AI News, has partnered with Middle East AI News as one of the partners in Presight Presents AI Week. It is also partnered with Dubai Eye Talk Radio and 𝗟𝗓𝗄 radio stations, and Middle East AI News will be hosting a daily lunchtime AI show, AI Lunchtime, live next week from Monday to Friday. Be 12 noon to 2 p.m. in the afternoon, and it's going to be crammed full of interviews with technology and industry leaders talking about AI, the trends and adoption of AI, the benefits for large organizations and citizens and consumers, and what we can expect from the future. So it's going to be quite an exciting week. That's Presight AI Week, all of next week, Monday to Friday. Presight is working in partnership with Middle East AI News and with Dubai Eye Radio and with 𝗟𝗓𝗄 Radio. So the program actually starts at 6 a.m. with Dubai Eye Business Breakfast, and Middle East AI News AI Lunchtime live at 12 noon every day, Monday to Friday, and 𝗟𝗓𝗄 in the afternoons. Full details on the Middle East AI News website, and more details being published in the next few days. So put that in your calendar. Thank you very much again for joining Thursday Deep Dive, Middle East AI News Live today, and have a great day. Yeah, brought you back again.